Hi everyone, Scott with CyberScribe.org, and in this video we are going to be finishing up this very basic local area network configuration you see on the left, and we're going to be doing the router this time. The last video we did the switch, so the commands are very similar, so you can kind of double up on your figuring out what to do and learning these things. I'm not going to go as in depth as I did with the switch, and so you can check out that video, and I also have other videos that do a little bit, go into even more depth, so you can check those out too. Okay, we need to get into global config mode to change some things. Change the host name there. Password encryption is going to encrypt your plain text passwords in the running config file, and that's really for, so if you're looking at configuration, someone can't go over your shoulder and find out the passwords that way. This is your privileged exec password. So you see I put secret there. You can also put password, but then that would be plain text. No IP domain lookup. So if you are in privileged exec mode and you mistype something, it's not going to take your spelling mistake and try to resolve it into an IP address. And that looks like that is it for that. Let's go to the console line, do some stuff there. Remember, you have to put that login for that. Logging synchronous cleans up your console messages. No exec timeout, so if you're going back and forth between, you don't have to keep putting your passwords in. Let's do this. Let's do exec timeout, but you can also put it in minutes. So if you want to say 15 minutes, you can also do that. So that's what we just did here. Either way. Now let's go to the line VTY024. Usually the routers have fewer remote lines than the switch does. Remember, the switch I did was VTY015. This one's 04. Same thing, password, login, and let's exit this out. And now we just need to set up an IP address for the gigabit interface. That's the one connected to the switch there. And what's going to happen is when I do that, it's going to activate the interface, and then your network is going to be up and running. You don't need any default gateway commands because this is the default gateway. Now shut down. Okay, and you see how it changed to up there. Let's give it a second for the... Okay. Now, let's do some pings and see what works and what doesn't. 192.168.0.10 is going to be the PC there. Okay, and you see it timed out on the first one. That's usually because of an ARP request. It has to get that MAC address before it can actually send it. So if you do it again, you see it goes right away. Now, and it'll work vice versa too. 192.168.0.2 is the switch, and it worked there too. And like I said, see that one right there? That's just because in place of the ping, the ICMP, that's the ARP doing its thing and getting the MAC address and stuff like that. But okay, well let me just set up so you can see. Okay, now we are on the PC, so let's just ping 192.168.0.1. That is the default gateway. Remember, that is the router's IP address. That works. And it works with the switch too. So with this, what we have is you have a basic local area network. You can communicate from the router to the PC and to the switch, or you can communicate PC to switch to router as well, and all things in between as well. So that's all I had to show you for that. Like I said, these commands you're going to be using all the time. So just a quick review on those commands. And I will see you in future videos.